Here one day and gone the next. All four of the city's Confederate monuments taken down in the darkness.
That's right. Mayor Catherine Pugh announced this week that she would remove them, and she did, in her own words, quickly and quietly. ABC 2's Nadia Singh is live in North Baltimore, where the Lee Jackson Monument stood just yesterday.
Well, that's right, Kelly and Jamie. The mayor said the safety of the city was a main consideration tonight. We're hearing a lot of differing opinions from people who question that decision to remove those 4 Confederate monuments.
I think people are pretty divided.
Divided over the quiet removal of the city's 4 Confederate monuments. Monuments that have been in the city for over 100 years.
I'm wondering about the next steps. I don't get too happy about the removal of statues. I want to see a change in policy. I want to see a change in practices. I want to see a tearing down of the vestige of white supremacy.
But for people like John Zebeline, these monuments are not symbols of hate or racism.
They were symbols of a memorial to men who fought in a war. You look at the Confederate monument, and that's exactly what that is.
Zebeline is part of the Sons of the Confederacy and is disappointed over the mayor's decision.
I find the taking down of veterans' monuments to be repugnant. Certainly not in favor of that.
He doesn't believe the monument's removal will make any difference.
I don't think it's going to prevent the death of one young man in the city of Baltimore now that the monuments are gone.
Others say the memorials do have a place.
I definitely believe there's a place for history. History belongs to the teachers and the students who are learning and teaching and talking about it.
Not on the streets of Baltimore, say some who live here. For Mayor Pugh, it was about keeping her city safe.
I think any city that has Confederate statues are concerned about violence occurring in their city. And I just think that Baltimore, right in the midst of getting the consent decree completed, this is not something that is needed.
But what is needed, according to Sean Theron, who painted this piece and placed it where the Taney statue once stood, is just what his painting depicts.
Art has a beautiful power out there in life. It has the power to move people. It has the power to speak to people. It has the power to send good or bad messages. And we have enough bad messages happening in our world. It's time for different.
Now, Jamie and Kelly, the fate of the monuments is unclear at this time. Now, the Maryland Historic Trust said that even though proper protocol was not followed, it will still work with the city on the restoration and relocation of those monuments. Live in North Baltimore, Nadia Singh, ABC 2 News.